Hello, everyone. Welcome to today's stream. It is July 16th, a Wednesday. What a surprise. And today we're going to be dating more objects. But more importantly, today we are not staying very long. And I'm early. Early by 2 minutes. Take your time. Hola! Hello, Granddaddy. Yeah, I will not be here too long. As, I've been the B word. You know what the B word? Busy. I've been so swamped. Just so, dysfunctionally busy. There's too much to do in a day and not enough time. And so I'm finding that it's like, okay, it would be, I need to stream. I gotta relax. I gotta take time and connect with you and be a person. But also, my other obligations aren't sleeping either. So I feel like I need to do this and then jump onto my other tasks that need to be done. I am! I genuinely am so busy and neglectful of other things. I've been very, very single-mindedly focused on my job search. But I was pretty excited because my LinkedIn profile is very optimized, so that's been great. And I have stopped sending out job applications because the number of recruiters coming through my profile is so great. And I do make a goal of responding to every single one. Even though I'm already packed with interviews, I still pack more in if there's opportunities, if people are reaching out to me. So I had an impromptu call this morning from one recruiter, and this one sounds really promising. And because I've had so many interviews and the demand has been so high, which people have been saying that the job market has been really slow and really hard. But so far that's not been my experience, which is such a blessing. Hey guys. Hey. Oh, and I'm glad to see the emote being used. Member. And with the icon, with the rose. Do you like the rose? Granddaddy is very, is on top of the world with that teapot. I like food with faces on them. The badges have no rhyme and reason to them, except for that it's food with faces on it. Yeah, so no shortage of opportunity. Really great impromptu interview this morning. So it was for a contract role, and I have my reasons for considering a contract at this time. Even though a lot of people would rather have full-time. It's a contract to full-time. And so the barrier to entry seems to be like it's lower, than at other companies where I don't have to do architecture design, or I don't have to jump through a million hoops and do a million coding interviews because, they try me and they like me, basically. I know a lot of people don't like that model, but I find that it works every time. And in my case, it has worked every time when I've gone contract to hire. So I've never minded doing that. Anyway, 24 months old, granddaddier than ever before. The Lord of the Teapot. Oh, amazing. I'm so happy. Congratulations to 26 months. It's been a long time. Whoa. Wow. Only makes me think about the obligations I should be putting toward my channel, about the things that I should do, all the things that I'm not doing. Oh, yeah. Also, Kozmiko, how are you doing? Oh, I'm glad you've been prepared for when those opportunities hit. Thanks. So, yeah, I'm comfortable with contract. So, I felt really powerful because I've had so many interviews and I have so many companies excited about me, but also I'm not sure that I can live up to the hype once I start doing code assessments, once I am really under fire. So anyway, but there's a lot of hype, and I feel the energy. I feel like people wanting me, and like people like going, hey, oh, a gift! 1 gift membership. That so kind. Oh, Granddaddy, you've been so generous every stream lately. I'm not worthy. I have nothing to say, but I'm not worthy. Yeah, so I've been feeling powerful. So with this one, I pretty much was frank in saying, well, I have a lot in the queue. So if you want me, if you really want me, then you move fast. And they were like, oh yeah, 100%. We'll move as fast as we can. So, anyway, I thought that I was going to be able to push my technical coding interviews to next week so that I could cram, like, because I haven't been out of work for very long. So, and the coding interviews are really challenging. So I thought that I'd have time to study this week, take all of this week, all of the weekend, and then have technical interviews for next week. But as it turns out, I have a technical coding interview tomorrow and a technical coding interview on Friday. So they're just coming, even though I'm trying to push them off. And all I can do is try to be as prepared as I can and pray that the questions they ask me are ones that I can answer, because I have blind spots. That's a lot like doing when I was doing my master's program, like my qualifying exam. Like, I had to understand a huge swath of literature, and I was to be interviewed on a random set of them, and I was supposed to know them very well. But it's impossible to know every single item in the list really well. So technical code interviews feel kind of like that, where I have my strengths and I have my weaknesses, and I just pray they don't hit my weaknesses. And when I'm studying, I'm trying to hit all my weaknesses as much as I can, but I don't have very much time. Why would you do this, Miranda? Why would you tell me this is not real life? Okay, it's about something. I haven't told that story yet. But also, hi. Well, welcome, Windwalker. I'm so glad you're here. I could be more generous. I didn't see that, but it's the generosity kills me. You should stop. I don't know what to do with myself. Yeah. Oh, why be so kind? I don't understand. Good luck, job search success. I feel it. It's really lifted my mood after being so stressed about this. But anyway, so this contract role, it did just make me excited, because it was just pretty much like, if I pass the assessment tomorrow, if I pass now, and they move me on, then I go straight to the on-site. And then after and basically the recruiter said that that after the technical test, the on-site is more a behavioral screen. So like, if they like my personality, like my communication style, then they'll hire me. And he was pretty much like, after talking to you, I don't think that you'll have any problem with the on-site. You won't, I don't think you'll have a problem. So it's just a technical. So if I pass the technical, he would kind of say, consider yourself basically hired. And that's crazy that could happen that quick. But there's a lot of companies in the queue. And so if hypothetically, if it went well tomorrow, and if it went that quick to the on-site, then I might have to email all the other companies and say I might be close to a final offer. So I didn't think, well, I still don't think. But maybe I have some optimism. I'm kind of like, I think that I could have a job. I think it's possible. And after hearing how hard it is out there and how many layoffs there's been, I really didn't think that I would be in this place, but I'm okay. I think I'm okay. There's been so many opportunities. I just have to Be good enough. Well, I don't know if I'm good enough. Cosmico, going there studying first was smart. You'll go in with confidence. That's a plus, even if you don't know it all. I don't know it all. There's so much I don't know. I'm better prepared than I was 4 years ago, on some level. I feel powerful and don't need you anymore. That's not true. I need you here. I'm the needy girl. I prefer the couch. Well, okay, I'm done with Koa. I've thrown him away. I've already achieved what I needed to with him. I've done all of the achievements with Koa. Done. Couch is over with. I've already forgotten about him. I'm really surprised Stefan gave me permission to just go for it. I really thought that he would, you know, act jealous. But no. He was encouraging me to, you know, have the options. Cosmico, keep your options open before making a final decision. Some good news. You seem in a better mood today. You're always good enough. Thank you. Yeah. Thinking I'm not good enough. I was on a call with a friend who is also in the middle of interviewing. Who's she's more junior in her experience and has been having maybe a harder time finding opportunities. But she's been such a cheerleader, a great help. And she said, at least from what she had seen, that I was pretty on top of my cramming. But I feel really scattered because I'm like, I don't know this, I don't know this, I don't know this, I don't know this. And I've just been trying to collect all of the things that I'm weak in. But then I have a shiny object syndrome. Stefan's with the times, what a guy. If he encourages you to go for it, then that means that he himself... Nah, he wouldn't, would he? I don't know what you're talking about, but I don't want to think about it. Okay. I do not prefer the couch over you. I prefer you over anyone else, including anyone in Date Everything, which we're going to play a little bit of. I don't want to spend too much time, as I said. Story time. Going for platinum in the career world. I've been freaking out. I've had lots of crises in my brain. I can go over that in more detail in a second, maybe. But my other story time. I need to be less scattered, okay? So I think if anyone was here months ago, I may have told this story. That I recently remembered a classmate. Like, just somebody came up in my mind and I thought to myself, I wonder how they're doing. So this classmate was my dance partner in the 5th grade. We did square dancing. And this guy, so he was my dance partner. And it was kind of significant because in the 5th grade, when we're how old? When we're 11 years old? 11? Then it was our first experience being paired with the opposite sex, doing a dance. And he had his hands on my waist. So I thought, well, this is an experience. It's something that you just don't forget, even if it's square dancing. So, in this guy, he also sat directly next to me in class. And he was a very quiet kid. I don't even remember what his voice sounded like, really. And he was always drawing. And he drew hyper-realistic pictures. And I remember that he was always winning contests. That he was on display with ribbons and stuff in the office. So, and he liked to draw pictures of skulls and kind of morbid things, but hyper realistic. So he was known as a talented artist, but he was, I don't know if shy was the word, but he definitely did not speak in class. So I didn't know him beyond this. However, we did go to high school together too. So I have this very vague memory of being in my senior year, and it was toward graduation, and he was sitting behind me and he was talking to other people. And I was often listening to other students. As a very shy girl myself, I never talked to anyone also. But I heard him talking to somebody else, and I distinctly remember thinking, I didn't even know he was in my class. He probably hardly showed up. I didn't even know we went to high school together, and here he is, and he's talking to somebody else, and he's just saying, I don't know, I'm in a really bad place. I think he was saying, like, I can't stop doing drugs, or I can't stop drinking, and I'm just spiraling. He was saying something along those lines, but he was, like, holding his head, and he was, like, constantly saying, I don't know, and, like, there was people around him kind of sympathetically talking to him. Miranda Lore! Closet guy. I don't know closet guy. But, so this guy, I remember hearing him behind me and thinking to myself, well, it sounds like he's in a bad place. I'm worried for him, but I don't know him personally. So there was nothing for me to do or say, and, I never exchanged a word with this guy. Except for the fact that we went from kindergarten to senior year together. Other memories I have of him, or actually even my mom, she said that he went to school often in kindergarten wearing the same set of clothes every day, and that they were often dirty. He also had a bowl cut, so his hair was cut at home. And so she just pretty much said that he was very clearly, and he sometimes went to school without a lunch at all. And so my mom was pretty much saying that they were clearly a very poor family. Plot twist, the guy she was talking about was a young Stefan. You wish. Although, Stefan did go to the same elementary school as me. So there's that. He wasn't in my class, though. Now, all right, I'm thinking about this guy, and I decide to look him up, and hoping, of course, for the best. And I learned that he died a few months ago. He was manslaughtered. He was hit by a car while he was in the middle of the street, and the woman was a Mexican woman, and she got 90 days in jail. And that's it. I saw the article. So after I looked him up, I saw the article. It was 100% him because his name is completely unique. His location was right. His age was right. There was no picture or anything. And I looked in the comment section, and there was nothing about memorializing him or anything, and there was nothing in the article about his family or anything. So I was a little bit like, what? And so then I went on to Facebook to investigate more, because I knew that he had a sister, an older sister, and I looked for her Facebook page, and I found the date where he died, and she made no post about him. No mention of him, like as if he didn't exist. And then I went to her family members, trying to trace, okay, does anyone care about this guy's death? Nothing. No one mentions him. I know it was him, though. And so, as I was trying to piece this together, I was trying to find any information at all about him. He had no social media, no presence at all. And I found an obituary and then realized after a moment that it was AI written. There was nothing about him on the internet. And so eventually I just came to speculate. I think he was homeless. I think he was estranged from his family. And he could have been out in the middle of the street in the middle of the night. There could have been some way where somebody didn't see him and he was hit by a car. You're remembering him right now? This counts as something. Okay, this gets weirder. Okay, so this is the story from a few months back. Okay, so this I intended to light a candle for him. I don't even know if I did, but he was certainly in my thoughts. That I was thinking about him, and I was thinking, poor guy. I did look up his picture in the yearbook, going like, oh, poor guy. This is so sad. Yeah, candles for sure. Now, and having not known anything about his life, but my sense was just that his life did not get any better after high school. Furthering this investigation, I do talk to Stefan about him, and Stefan said, oh, okay, I didn't know him personally, but he did have a younger brother, and he was in my grade. So he had a younger brother that was in Stefan's grade, and he was friends with a friend of Stefan. So Stefan did not know him directly, but he did know that their father had died young, and also just knew that they were poor. Just the same details, like had bowl cuts, both of them matching bowl cuts, wore the same clothes every day, often were smelly, that kind of thing. So, but again, Stefan had never talked to him, didn't know him personally. All right. Okay. So, fast forward to today, okay? There was a missing person alert in our hometown for that guy's younger brother, the person who was in Stefan's class. And there was a picture of a mugshot of that guy, and he was apparently in critical condition, disappeared into the woods, and the notice said, if you find him or see him, do not interact with him and call the police immediately. So, younger brother, shocking, and I don't know what happened to that family. It's all a total mystery to me and he was like without his shirt, and he had cut off jeans. That's what the police report said. So anyway, so the younger brother, he just disappeared, and there's a missing person notice out right now. Okay. And now, that was not the spooky thing, okay? All of this is crazy, but here's the spooky thing. Stefan found this out on Facebook through a friend, or through one of his classmates. That classmate was a girl who said her only memory of him was he was her square dance partner. And that is why she posted about his missing person notice, and that is how Stefan knew. I am shook! Shaking! I don't like the word shook, but that is just the most serendipitous, crazy thing to me. Look, I don't know this guy. He was my square dancing partner. Me too! That was the only reason I looked him up. This is so wild! I know! I'm glad that you're reacting with like your mind's blown too, because it absolutely just blows my mind. Yeah. A very mysterious family. Nobody knows them. I kind of wanted Stefan to interview his old friend to see what he knew about that family, because it's so shrouded in mystery what happened to them. What happened to them? What horrible tragedy occurred in that household? And like, why is he in jail? Why are they? What happened? And yeah, to go from, kindergarten all the way to 12th grade with these people and to really not know their personal circumstance. I really felt that way about myself. I was being such a quiet person. Toward the end of my schooling, I was looking around going, nobody knows me. Nobody knows my upbringing. Nobody knows that my dad's an alcoholic and is constantly punching holes in walls and ripping, throwing things off the balcony. And now my mom is just constantly working, trying to make it work. And go by and light a candle right now! Right now! I can't right now, but I will on Sunday. I'll light a candle on Sunday. Officially? Well, there is candles downstairs. I can light a candle. But yeah, for the younger brother, I mean, too. Really? Okay. But thank you. Thank you for the super chat. And I will. You should light a candle, too. For this memory of the person that you don't personally know. Who I hardly personally know as well. I want to know what happened to these people. Granddaddy, I was reminded of something, Miranda. You remember that I owe you a song, right? I don't think I remember that. Do you want to listen to it? I don't know. Right now? I don't know. I don't remember what we're talking about. Okay. I promise. I'll light a candle. I'll light a candle for both of them. A candle each. Oh, you've never shared it. I don't know about right now. Maybe later? Maybe Friday? Yeah, I'm not prepared. And I don't have much time. I'm already about half an hour in here. So I guess the story is concluded. I'm glad that you were invested in my story time. The AI music, yeah. Because there is a piece of me that feels a little cyberstalkery to obviously to have not a thought about this person and then to suddenly go, what happened? I want to know. I'm so sad that not anyone is thinking about them. Their entire family doesn't know, have already discarded them long ago, probably. It's troubled people. Makes you think about how people will remember you. Oh, 100%, completely. Actually, I was thinking about that when, after he died. Like, I thought, this is the saddest thing. That the way that I find out is by remembering his name, just some person looking him up. But probably the number of lives he touched is so few that there's not a memorial service, there's not an obituary, there's not anything. And the only comments on the article of where he was hit was people saying, it's really messed up that people drive so poorly or something. Like just about the driver, it's sad that people get hit. Nothing about him. I don't want that to happen to me. I don't think about people I don't care about. Yeah. In a sense, I feel like I care about every person I went to elementary school with. There's a bond just because we spent thousands of hours together, even if we were never exchanged a word. Yeah. So about unrelated, but about the job search thing. I've been freaking out about just a little bit about my freak out because I've been searching job applications, right? And when I see applications, a lot of them say that they want somebody who has a computer science degree or a master's in computer science, or they say a master's is preferred. And then also on LinkedIn, I can see how many people have a master's, how many people have a bachelor's. And I think I can see how many have a master's of science. Anyway, I have a master's in English literature, which is not qualifying. And I didn't think it mattered, but now I really think it does because the competition's so tight, because of AI. They're looking for people who really think for themselves, who have all the machine learning, have solid foundations. And I was just thinking to myself, what's my career going to look like in 1 year, in 3 years? Am I okay? And what about all of these people who went through boot camps? So I've had in my head, am I going to go back to school? I've had in my head, like, maybe I should go back to school for a master's in computer science. And I've been fully exploring that idea. I've enrolled in a community college for taking some classes that I would need to take as prerequisites for a master's program. And I reached out to some programs, have some ideas of where I'd want to apply. And I've also been trying to get in touch with my first reader for my master's thesis of my degree to see if I can get a letter of recommendation from her. But I have learned that she's retired, and I don't know how to get contact of her. I tried to DM her on Instagram, and I tried her old school email, but I'm worried that I just can't reach her because she would be by far the best letter of recommendation I could get. So I've been fully thinking through this. Am I gonna do this? But a lot of this is coming out of fear that the industry is going a certain way, that there's going to be much fewer people in tech, fewer programmers, and that the people who stay are probably going to be very highly senior. And so I think, okay, in order to make myself unexpendable, I need to ramp up my knowledge. And that's where my head's at with that. It could be that as soon as I get a job, I feel secure, and then that'll all go away. But I'm not betting on that right now. Right now, I'm going to enroll in computer science classes. And if anything, if I don't find a job, then it will be a gap filler. That's another part too, is I'm worried about getting laid off again, or I take a contract role that expires, or in 3 years I lose my job, or at least at any point, then I can have a gap fill. You think they're valid thoughts? Well, thanks. I thought I was just crazy. I thought I was just going too hard. Hell of a switch from the story to now your job. I know. Well, I had it in my queue. It was in my head. And it's probably not interesting, but it's what's on my mind. Here, it's an amalgamation of everything on my mind right now. Thank you for being my audience. Thank you for allowing me to dump on you. That's so kind to me. You're so kind. Granddaddy, more than half of them made fun of me, so I don't care. I wish them well, but I'm not gonna cry over them. But that's me. Oh. Well, this guy never made fun of me. He never did. So I can't, be upset by that. Anyway, but I'm not gonna cry over them. But that's me. No resentment, just no emotional attachment either way. To your peers? Yeah. Oh, I understand. My bullies were my friends. The people who were just sitting in the classroom with me didn't bully me. Well, even the people who bullied me I'm kind of fond of, if I think about it. Because, there was guys who bullied me, but were they really bullying me? You know what I mean? It was soft, but I get it. Huh. Daisy, hey! Thank you! I hope it works out. Me too! Because I've enrolled in a new college. And it's completely online. I'm so glad for that. Foothill College. It's in Palo Alto. Great, because it's a a feeder school into Stanford University. So it's a good university in computer science for community college. However, the number of slots are tiny and my priority registration is low. So I'm just thinking I'm not going to even get what I want. I'm going to be one of those people just hounding the listing, hoping for somebody to drop. Granddaddy, you can always be an AI content writer. Basically the person who performs AI. Is this a thing that exists? Ah! Okay, yeah, so Stanford has a whole specialization in AI. That's online too. Stanford's so expensive. But it is a top school, and it is like holy grail of Silicon Valley. But they have an AI program. The thing is that I resent AI, so I think it would be kind of bad to have a specialization in it, even though that's the industry. I was thinking if I was going to have a specialization, it would still be in UI UX stuff, but I would still take some AI classes. That I wouldn't just discard AI, but if that was my whole specialization, I don't know. Why do I resist doing the thing that is the most demanded? Huh? I don't know. Like when I was an undergraduate, I could have taken computer science then. But I went, no! That's boring. I want to do something fun, like study books. Aw, no, poor granddaddy! I'm so sorry! When you're called Bucktooth and told to die every day for 3 years, and the neighbor girl tells her boyfriend you're a creep, so he embarrasses you in front of the entire class. You poor thing! Ah. I was just a quiet girl. Maybe girls just have it easier. That's just as brutal. Even though I had very brutal things happen to me, it just doesn't... It wasn't that! Oh my goodness! I just had my lunch stolen from me. I had my lunch stolen. I had them making up I had a boyfriend when I didn't. Stuff like that. Ah. Oh, no! I'm so sad about your struggling. Anyway, I am pulling up the game now. We're not gonna get too far. We're probably gonna jump away from date everything pretty soon. And see where we go from there. If we're gonna go back to 15 or if we're actually gonna start Rebirth. At last. There's a saying, Miranda, follow the money, and AI is the future, even if it's going to unleash a bunch of VS. It already is! But there are some good companies. I've interviewed at some good ones that I think, okay.
Team 17.
Some that I think are doing the right thing. With AI. That are thoughtful, not taking the AI slop approach. A lot of them don't want to do slop. But it seems that the social media companies, that's what they think of doing. Let's see, left and right was 500 before. I'm struggling here with getting my windows where I want them. Okay. I'm just saying, I'm not caring about people who made my life miserable. Yeah. I understand. Everything. Is there somebody you do care about from your old days? Alabama Boy. Woo! Rebirth! Just finished it. It's a long one? A long one! Okay. Well, then it will take us 2 years to do. For sure. Okay. So, right. Last time, I was still trying to deal with Maggie's mystery, and it's been really hard. We talked to Candelabra like every day, and Candelabra just keeps dodging our requests. So that's obnoxious. All right, so with tab, I don't remember where we were last, so I'm gonna just look at the candle and see if there's anything new here. Oh, it looks like we can talk to the candle again. Or maybe not. Maybe we already did today. Okay, I already did. Okay, who am I talking to today? Who are we making progress with? Stella. Okay, so Dorian's... We did most important door. We did the back door. We did not speak We didn't speak to the kitchen Dorian. Maybe we can do that. And then there's hidden Dorian. So is this the kitchen Dorian? This one. Hey, okay.
Looking for the place to do laundry?
Wait!
Right this way.
You are in the kitchen,
We
right?
have loads of strange folk here.
I thought you were kitchen
Would you
Dorian.
like to hear?
Sure, I'll hear about the strange
We have
folk.
Titus the detergent,
Washford.
and Drysdale the stackables,
Harp.
and
I
Harper
met
the
them all.
hamper.
I guess I spent a lot of time in the
What would
laundry
you
room.
like to know more about?
I'm okay. I already know about all of them.
It's a pleasure to serve.
That's it? Okay, what a waste of time. Did I at least achieve something with Dorian? Did I? Come on. We are friends. No! That was not the kitchen! I wasted my time. It was... Maybe I should just reset. Like, load. The game. The auto. No, I don't want auto. I want... Okay. Okay. Nope, don't have any permanent friends before college. I mean, I don't have... Me neither, okay? Except for Stefan. But I met him later. But me neither. Yeah. It's twice the length of remake. I remember remake was doable. One exhausting game, but fun all the way through. That's good to know. I have one friend that's basically a girl that got away, and lately she never talks to me. But she's married, so I get that. Overall, a 9 out of 10. I guess, well, we gotta do it. We gotta. Okay. So, Kitchen Dorian. There's only one door in here. So, where's Airship Dreamer? Is this the Kitchen Dorian? What is this? Because this is the kitchen. I haven't used the fridge. This doesn't open. What even is it? Okay, I'm gonna try this out.
Looking at the
Oh, I did it! Okay,
that
this is
stand
better.
before you, it's hard not to wonder if perhaps the deviators have glitched. But a quick inspection does seem to
tiny!
show they're
This is
working just
cute.
fine.
What are you looking at?
It's a tiny Dorian. You're small.
I am slightly smaller than the rest.
Okay.
No big deal. I'm still a door, not a cabinet, not a hatch. A door, just as much as the rest.
Okay, but where do you lead to?
Understand?
Whoa. No.
I'm still a door, not a cabinet. not
He's
a hatch.
aggressive too.
A door, just as much as the rest.
Okay.
Understand?
Oh, wait. This is a loop. This is a loop. I can keep saying no for infinity. Okay, I understand.
Good.
That's it? Okay, but I did it. That was really aggressive. All right. So if I now look at my data decks, we got a little door. So all that's left is the most hidden Dorian. I don't know if I will be able to figure this one out. If like, this one was pretty hidden. So I need to think of a place that's a door that's hidden. A hidden door! Oh, major criticisms about the story of the re-trilogy, but as games Remake and Rebirth are still top-notch. Ah. Well, alright. I did like the snack guy. What, and we got some achievements with him. Yeah, so if I look again at this, let's see, there's Stella, Dorian, Abel, Lux. Oh yeah, Lux. I don't want to talk to Lux again. Koa is done. Dolly. Oh yeah, Michelin. Okay. Like Michelin! Yeah, this guy's cool, right? So we already did 2 of these achievements. So go to the sushi's restaurant and then go to the ice cream parlor. Okay, sushi it is. I want to get sushi. Let's give this a try. What if we raise up the sink? If you want, you make any request you like. Because I don't even know what objects to woo. Yes, I would like to get sushi. I love to.
Where should we? Daisuke's
I had
sushi
sushi
spot in
today.
The dining room is supposed to be pretty swanky.
Daisuke.
Freddy Yeti has an ice cream joint in the kitchen.
Oh, Freddy Yeti. Yeah, I like that. Let's do sushi. We have to do both, but you know.
Mitchell leads you to the dining room. He seems excited. Or
They're
about
about
as
as
excited as
tight
a
a
I've
Ooh.
heard only good things about Daisuke's place so far. Let's hope it lives up to expectation.
You walk into
I'm
a
gonna
rather
meet
austere
Daisuke.
space. Every element seemingly selected for its clean and unpretentious elegance.
Nice.
The counters are of raw pine. The walls are shoji-style screens, and the doors slide
Are
open
they?
with a soft
I just
hiss.
feel like this is
It
just my
seems
dining
every
room.
water feature drips delightfully in the back. You feel instantaneously relaxed and intrigued.
I wish that my house had all these different
comes the-
spaces that were this pleasant. Yeah.
Irashaimase.
Oh, hi, Daisuke. Ooh.
Daisuke greets you
Maybe I
both
do need
with
to
a
visit
warm
Daisuke.
smile.
Welcome to Omakase Daisuke. I am pleased to see you both.
Always
Uh-huh.
nice to see you, Daisuke. It's obvious you've put a lot of work into this endeavor.
Thank you, Mitchell. I have only done what anyone would in my place. The
Okay,
dishware deserves
get-
no less than maximum effort.
The dishware. Okay. Wait, so Daisuke is dishware. I
hope
need
the
to...
decor
Oh!
and ambiance
Okay, it makes
please
sense.
you.
I should have paid attention to his whole outfit. So
My
Daisuke...
mind
If
isn't
I
quite
talk to the
made up
dishes, I'll talk to Daisuke. I think I want to. It's exquisite!
You do? Seems rather dull.
Oh no, Mitchell
to me.
doesn't agree with me. Yeah, I'm gonna double down.
Understated, you say? Let me take a closer look.
Yeah! Trust my opinion, Mitchell! Everything has been selected and arranged in order to draw one's full attention to the sushi.
Why, you're absolutely right.
Ah! Yay, I'm glad I was able
I
to
thought
change
at
his
first
mind.
it was
My goodness.
Lazy and weak decor.
I hate when people disagree with me.
Lazy and weak.
Mitchell continues on, as though he's not heard Daisuke.
Wait,
Look
did you
around.
say it was lazy?
Perfectly clean, lighting muted but warm.
Yeah.
This wood shows the signs of a master carpenter. These chairs have been selected with painstaking care.
Actually, I did all of that, but you
And as
know.
I listen, I detect the subtle dripping of water from
If I talk to the dishes, yep, Miranda's gone insane.
That
You
is only
know, this is a
Sinclair.
video game!
I feel almost as if I've been transported to the Sukibayashi.
Ah,
Chi.
no. You know, I do have mental illness in my family. I have schizophrenia in my family, and I have heard that if you have a direct parent who has schizophrenia, as I may, that I have a 1 in 10 chance of developing schizophrenia
Like,
myself.
simply
That is I mean, Stefan was like, wow, I thought it was going to be like a lot more when you have a direct parent. Like, well, that's still quite a danger. It hasn't happened yet. Anyway, so one trigger can be using drugs and suddenly getting off of it. So
Let's move on to your speciality.
I have
Daisuke.
many
What do
fears
you
in
make
my
of the
life, and one
settings?
of those is suddenly going crazy. Okay.
Before we begin, I am obligated to tell you that
Scandalabra stories about the silver are damaging lies.
Believe
Yes.
the Candelabra?
Oh,
Sinclair
more
processing
about that.
insurance claim for me.
Okay, I'm glad to hear that this whole scandal is not just connected to Maggie.
I'm glad we are all in agreement there.
Now let's
We
have
are.
a look. We appear to be missing chopsticks.
Yeah. Huh. I talk to the dishes all the time. It's totally normal. Sometimes I even ask them if they've heard any rumors about the forks. I hate when people disagree with me. Is not toxic? Yeah, it isn't! Come on. We appear to be missing chopsticks. Well, what I mean is that I hate confrontation, which is pretty normal. If I can say, I agree with you, everything's fine, I would rather do that. Okay. We appear to be missing chopsticks. Why is that? Chopsticks are properly only offered in Chinese restaurants. Chopsticks are brought out after the first course, or traditionally sushi is eaten with the hands. I'm gonna say this.
Yes.
Yeah! Oh, he liked that.
If you wish, I can bring you some.
No need. I'll eat in the traditional way.
Oh, there we go. Oh, Mitchell is
And
into
I must
it.
say, marvelous attention to detail, Daisuke.
Mhm.
All right, let's get down to business. I'm starving.
Sanity is a lie. Join us in Crazy Town. I did kind of learn that
As
sanity
the
is a
name
lie.
suggests, we offer only
On a level.
omakase.
That's been partly my coping mechanism. Everyone has pathologies. I understand that everyone is crazy on some level because we all have lies in our head. What is it called? Complexes? Yeah, we all have complexes. We all believe things that are not true. What is truth anyway? As the name suggests, we offer only omakase. Oh, perfect. I love shellfish. I don't like not having a selection. Seaweed only is an odd choice, I have to say. Great. I don't know what omakase is, and I don't want to get it wrong. I'll say great, no need to order.
Can't wait to see what's in store for us.
Okay.
Okay, now, when the first course comes, let's...
Give ourselves a minute or so to appreciate its beauty. Pretend to refuse it once before accepting. Eat it right away. Okay, of course we have to appreciate its beauty.
Sushi must be eaten right away, within the first 10 seconds.
Here you are. Please enjoy.
Okay, I upset him.
Daisuke places a dish before you containing what must be the most
hideous?
clumsy nigiri you've ever seen in your life.
Oh no!
The fish is misshapen, and the rice seems to be falling apart.
What are you doing?
What are we looking at, Daisuke?
I am a little bit
Is it not
concerned.
obvious? This is eel.
I see.
We're having eel. I love eel!
Glad to know your take. I'll present my own opinions in the review.
Okay, I think I'm losing Mitchell
Now
here.
that we
I'm
both
trying to be
realize it's time to
positive.
go.
Okay, I guess he didn't really like it. No, but I did go out with him. That was another achievement, you know. Let's see. In my data decks here, if I go back to Mitchell. Right, Mitchell 32. We had sushi. Recently opened, poorly attended, so I guess it was actually not a good experience. I understand. And then we need to go to the ice cream. I was really trying to give it its fair shake. Last time you saw Mitchell, you went out to dine at Koa's Hawaiian. Wait. Yeah, we went to the sushi place. Yeah. And it was okay. Are we friends yet, though? Okay, I do want to talk to the silverware, because, you know, I learned that the silverware is this very cool, you know, Japanese man. Where is the silverware? Oh, here we go. There we go. I think that'll see Daisuke here.
A tall,
Yeah, I did
statuesque
it.
man
Okay.
stands with his back turned to you, surveying the dishes, your dishes, on the table in front of him.
Yeah, well, this is wisdom that I have learned, too. Miranda, just some wisdom for you. Insanity is thinking you're sane. Sanity is knowing you're not. Exactly! Yeah, so, speaking of having a parent who... so, you know, my mom struggles with her sanity. And she has, schizophrenia. And she wasn't aware of that for the longest time. But she's on medication right now. And for the first time recently, you know, maybe a couple years ago actually now. But recently, my mom said, upon reflecting on it, I realized that I actually had schizophrenia. And I was like, I can't believe that you actually said that. I can't believe it. Because, you know, the whole mode is to go like, I don't. What I'm experiencing is real. It is the most real thing I've ever experienced. And there's like a grandiose element involved with it. It's like gods are talking to me and they are telling me the truth. And I've just now learned that I'm seeing the truth. That's what she would typically say. And so for her to go like, you know what? I realized that, you know, She wouldn't say that about every moment that she's ever had.
He's so
But
absorbed in them that he doesn't seem
It
to
actually blew
notice
my
it.
mind. And it's in the first moment when you go, oh, you're sane? You're back? Anyway, it was a really surreal experience to go like, I have you back. I can talk to you and we can have conversations and I can feel like I'm understood and all of that. So I'm really happy for the place I'm in and she's in. He's okay. Yes, hi Daisuke. Hello.
The man doesn't move. As you walk around to get a better look,
My favorite
you can see
band
that
is
he's
the
quite
Mirandas.
handsome
This
and
exists?
still entirely uninterested in speaking to you.
Great progress. That's great to hear. Thank you. Yeah. It's good. These things are backwards and forward, but so far it's just been all good. All good all the time, I feel. Okay. I'll just say excuse me.
The man's head swivels to look at you quite suddenly.
Yes? Keep away from the dishes. They are priceless.
I'll just say someone who understands the
Yes.
value of...
More precious than gold. More
Precious?
valuable than money.
I think I know
More
how to speak to him
important
and make him
than
happy.
world peace.
Okay. Oh, really?
I am
More
Daisuke.
important than world peace, the dishes
Daisuke
are.
Dishware.
Okay. He seems a little crazy.
You're interrupting inventory.
Oh, inventory. I'm literally walking through my house. Inventory?
Yes.
Yeah. Glad to hear about your mom. That's a huge win. Yeah! Yeah! Been for the last
Once a
couple
week, I
years.
take inventory of the dishes. If one is
Uh,
cracked or chipped, I repair it.
But for a time, it was really hard. There was a time she was, what is it? 5150? She had a very, like, a paranoid episode where she
If one
thought
is
that
beyond
her
repair,
whole home was being bugged.
retire it.
And she thought that the police were fake and that the police were, so like she'd call the police really scared that she's being stalked, and then the police would come and then she'd say, no, get away from me, thinking that they were the fake cops who were also stalking her. And so then she freaked out, like, the cops are here and they're the wrong cops, and she started like running down the street. And so then they picked her up and took her to a facility. And like, I talked to the people on the phone and I picked her up after her 48 hours, and she behaved herself to get out. And afterward, she blamed me for the whole thing. She said that the only reason she thought the cops were fake was because I had tipped the cops off on details about her, because she had already called the police multiple times, and the police interviewed me about her condition. And so then I told them things, and so then they were like asking my mom pointed questions, and she's like, you're reading my mind. The only reason you can read my mind is if you're hacking me. And so anyway, so it was my fault that she thought that the police were fake. And so she was resenting me, thinking that I 5150'd her for a long time. But talking to the people at the facility, they were saying, oh, you have such a good relationship with your mother. I guess because I was compassionate. I am compassionate. I understand how she feels. I understand that she was scared. And I don't personally take the blame if she's mad at me. So,
And when new dishes
you know,
arrive,
but it was still
I
a
add them
miserable
to the
experience.
collection.
Anyway. I should be playing the game. Let's see. Well, you told a story. I'll read your story, Granddaddy. John Nash, one of the most famous mathematicians of the last century, had schizophrenia. He eventually realized he was insane and fought through it for life. That's amazing. He pretty much refused too much treatment and yet still ended up doing some incredible work. It takes enormous strength to be able to acknowledge your own insanity and even more courage to live with it and fight it every day. She's a warrior. Aw, that makes me happy. Yeah, that she had the insight to figure it out eventually. Yeah, she did get the help that she needs. So she's in a much better place now. You handled that well. You're a good daughter. Well, thank you. It was hard. It was really hard. It's really hard to face your own mother who's livid at you. You probably understand. So it was really hard for me, and I did use Stefan as a shield sometimes. Just having him interface with her, since he was a lot more passive about it. And Stefan was really compassionate through the whole thing too. She's had been struggling with this for a long time, since 2010 about, and pretty much since Stefan and I got together. It's a long time. So he saw how she was before her mental break and how she was after, and he's been so kind and so wonderful through that whole thing. And I know that was probably partly why we stayed together, is that he is so compassionate and so able to handle it. I never saw Beautiful Mind. Anyway, I'm gonna read this. Lena! When new dishes arrive, I add them to the collection. I'll say it sounds admirable.
Your praise is not required.
Okay.
Please, leave
I won't
You
praise
decide
him
not
then.
to bother him any
He's
further.
just very
But
diligent.
Just as you're walking,
Look out!
I'm a warrior too! Ah!
which is on a strange bulge in the flooring, and before you know it, you're going down.
I don't know what to say to that.
But
Oh
you don't hit the
no.
floor. You hit
Hard muscles. He catches me.
Daisuke has heroically put himself between you and the
Daisuke!
dishes.
You wonderful
You're now
man.
face to face and chest to chest.
Chest to chest!
Ground.
Ah. Are you alright? Oh, I thought that it
Call
was
on
gonna
me.
give me another prompt,
Are the
like go
dishes
in for a
alright?
kiss or something. Okay, yeah, tell me more about Beautiful Mind. Alright. Forget about me. Are the dishes alright? Yes, they're still on the table.
You
Good.
climb to your feet, surveying the table.
Walk it off, you giant baby! Are you okay?
I think I've chipped.
Oh no! What does
I
this
must repair
mean?
myself, lest my injuries become worse. Please
Oh
leave me
no!
before you do any more damage.
I do more damage! Oh! Wow.
Yes, your concern is appreciated.
But ultimately,
Ultimately,
okay, I don't know if
useless.
I like Daisuke anymore.
Leave me now.
It's a good movie. Oh. Well, I thought that something I said made you think of it. Other than... Maybe? I'll ask Stefan about it if I remember. Okay. So Daisuke... Great. So, well, that's done. I met him. I don't like him. He's way too obsessed with the dishes. Okay. But I'll find him. Daisuke... Where are you? Here. Number 40. He likes to take things seriously and he dislikes constructive feedback. Well, I'll never give you feedback. Ever. Okay, deliver the package to Kopi. So I guess he gives me an errand. And then... Oh, there's one person I don't know. And then there's a package to Mitchell. So I guess this other person is somebody in the kitchen, maybe? Maybe it's the fridge, as far as I know. I haven't done too much in the kitchen. What is workspace gonna tell me?
Champ, champ! How goes it?
Just
Valdivia
talking with
would like you
stuff.
to complete an exit survey based on your time here. How would you rate your time with Valdivia?
It was good.
Hey, I appreciate you participating. One more question. If you were to recommend, I don't know,
Tom, for a job somewhere? How likely would you be to send his resume along? I'll say very
That
likely.
really means a lot. Here comes my resume if you ever have any leads.
Name? Okay, that's fun. Name Tom, hometown Las Vegas, age 39, a half position manager, years worked at current managed position. 8 years, reason for dismissal too tall. Previous employment. Reason for dismissal, bad luck. Previous employment manager. Oh, just bad luck? Fraud? Okay. This is a bad guy. But thank you for passing your resume along. I feel like you won't get a job. Okay, it's bedtime. Now, yeah. All right. Not at all. It is accurate. John was a deeply damaged guy, but he really did refuse extensive treatment because he just couldn't be normal with his family while being on drugs and stuff. So he chose to fight through his schizo and basically just lived out his life trying to just deal with the voices and delusions. Wow, that sounds so hard, but so admirable. I don't want to go through that personally. Now, like, it is possible for someone like me to develop something like that. My odds are higher than the average person. And my mom didn't develop hers until, like, menopause, basically. And so I just think, well, you know, the older you get, the less likely it is to develop. But if there is a big chemical change, then it is in the body, or there's a big traumatic event, then that can trigger it can trigger it. And so my mom isn't the only person. Her dad also had a mental break. So when my mom was a teenager, very similar. Like, when I was a teenager, it happened to my mom. But when my mom was a teenager, it happened to her dad. And her mom kind of had a mental break too. She also had delusions, but it's kind of like their son suddenly died from, like, their 12-year-old son suddenly died. And so they were really coping. So I just... What was I saying? Right. I guess for both of them, it kind of happened later in life. Middle age-ish. And so I don't think I'm really out of the danger zone. Oh, right. But what I was saying is that I've lived my whole life feeling a bit careful because it wasn't, even though my mom's condition didn't happen yet, I knew that it was a familial thing. And when it did happen, I thought, oh, my grandpa, then my mom, then me? Maybe me. And so that's partly why I've lived a life that's been so careful, like not drinking or doing anything bad, living a pretty prudish, clean life, because I just think anything can happen to me. Anything can happen. Maybe that's why I care about the guy who I found out that died from my class, is that I have a fear that it could happen to me. What if it happened to him so young? Oh wait, I don't want... actually, I'm going to bed. Silly me. Oh. Hire me! I commit fraud! Exactly. Ah! The nightmare is back! What did I do? How did I make that happen? Was it from eating sushi? Bad sushi? Eating an eel? Okay. Beautiful Mind is basically how famous mathematician dealt with schizo. Oh! Okay, I wasn't putting it together. That the movie was about the mathematician. Ha. Okay, now I'm sorry. I thought you were just telling me about a mathematician who's crazy, and I thought that a movie thing was just a separate thing. But now I get that it's all together. Wow. Okay, good movie. I'll talk to Stefan about it. Okay.
Nightmare looms over the edge of your bed, at once friendly and disquieting.
Is it you again?
Oh, it is me.
I've been contemplating what to show you this time.
What do you want to show me?
Unsettle you. This time I maybe...
She wants to get my blood
You're
pumping.
in front of an audience. Is that scary alone?
Speaking in front of an audience.
In front of expectant eyes on you. They won't respect you. They
Oh,
might
if
not
I
even
misspeak.
like your words tumble out.
I'm
You
not
can
that
feel
worried
your
about it,
heart beat as the
honestly. You
spotlights
need to
on
give me
you make
more.
You start to get your lips under control and
Uh-huh.
turn your tongue.
Well,
And they
the
give
deer in
all your
headlights
teeth
thing is a bit
slips out of
scary.
it. You stare in horror. A canine tooth drops to your tongue.
A canine
A
tooth?
petrifying, guttural scream,
Okay.
a tickle in your throat. The people in the audience
Gasp!
retch,
They retch!
lean
Oh
and
my!
coughing up more they come
I'm
out of your
coughing
mouth
up teeth.
into
Okay,
your
so I'm
hands,
throwing up
bloody.
teeth, and there's people in the audience throwing up. They come out of into the
Your mouth
hands.
just
Okay,
tears
this is fun.
trickle in your eyes. You realize the
I'm a
teeth
monster.
clatter to the podium, and
What do you think you're scaring, pal?
tisk, tisk. What are you hiding from?
The public speaking thing is
Is
stupid.
that so? Why
Yeah.
don't you tell me?
What
There
really
must be
scares
something you're
you?
hiding away. Something a little deeper.
Nah, I'm not scared of
tad more frightening
anything.
than
Yeah.
bugs and
You like
blood.
Nightmare? Is Nightmare your
and teeth.
favorite? Kozmiko, good to be cautious, especially fearing something drastic will trigger a condition, but don't forget to live too. Living? What are you talking about? What is living? I thought that being here on stream was living. I don't know. Eating dessert is fine. Drinking tea is living. Oh, yeah. The other day I went back to Japantown and went to my favorite place, a stationery store, and I got myself a new pen and a new mechanical pencil. And that's a living! I'm telling you. I really love this mechanical pencil. It's so pretty. Look at it. I just need a use for it. Things that give me joy. Okay. Are you gonna use my answer to scare me?
The important. Don't you want to conquer your fear?
To conquer fears.
Let go of your insecurities.
Let's see. I'm afraid of failure. I'm afraid of mediocrity.
How intriguing.
Yeah.
Mediocrity can be scarier than failure. Being unremarkable.
Oh, 100%. I mean, I genuinely do have a fear of that, of being unremarkable, the fear really is being unremarkable and not knowing it, right? Of like being bad at something, but being unaware that I'm bad at it. That's the worst. You know, like, who is the nightmare person? Peggy from King of the Hill. Like, she's my nightmare. To be like a Spanish substitute teacher, and then to be really bad at Spanish, and she thinks she's amazing. I never want to be that person.
It's the same as being forgotten, isn't it?
Nightmare takes a few
Yeah.
steps back, beginning to fade away as the room grows
If
lighter.
it matters to you,
Must be
it's
getting
valid.
close to something.
Aw, saying all the nice things. It is. It's all metal, but it looks like a pencil. Number 2 lead. So perfect for studious pencil writing, like in a classroom or something.
Thank you for being honest
Yeah,
with me.
Peggy's the worst. Exactly. Have you seen the new trailer?
I will
by
have
the
to
way?
think about your answer.
Okay.
Good night.
I want to know what your thoughts are about it. Of the few things I've seen. Oh, I can't even be bothered to watch video game trailers. But I did see the King of the Hill trailer. Anyway, well, that nightmare was great. I felt so good. I do want to see about the nightmares toward the end of my list. Let's see if I achieve something with Nightmare. No. Okay, dream about abandonment, dream about failure, dream about mediocrity. Oh, so I'm supposed to dream about all of them. So I guess next will be mediocrity. Okay, so if I go back to this, maybe it gives me a tip about how to have nightmares again. It looks decent. I'll hold out judgment until it's out. That pause after Spanish, too. Oh, she's my nightmare. Being Spanish. I'm Mexican and that hit hard? Oh, no. Stefan's Mexican, too. Why am I with him? Mexicans. Ugh. Yeah. Oh, over the weekend, we went to Taco Fest. It was a Mexican festival, and there were Mexicans there. They were doing boxing there, which was so manly. And there was a car show, too. And they were showing all their what? Gangster? No. not, it was not tribe. It's like, yeah, it's gang affiliated. All their gang affiliated stuff there. Yeah. And all the taco trucks. Anyway, it was great. The food was fantastic. Most important thing. And then on Sunday, I went to another. It was local, like in this town. Another festival? I guess it was like a wine garden with it was an artist fair, so it was people showing off their crafts. Anyway, the demographic was completely different. It was night and day difference. Mexicans, ew, yeah! Clipping it and sending it to YouTube headquarters. Fine, go ahead. I don't care. Yeah. I'm not offended because I'm Puerto Rican. Yeah. Stefan, you know, the thing about Mexicans is they're willing to make fun of themselves. I can go, ew, Mexicans, and they'll be like, that's fine. I think, anyway. What do I know? There's a difference between a Chicano Mexican and a Mexican, and I don't know how to interact with a Mexican. Probably, you know, I was like, depends. Well, huh. But, you know, I would say that the Taco Festival was more of a Chicano event. Stefan's aunt put it on, so it was like family. Oh boy, here we go! Okay, did I say anything wrong? Did I say anything bad? Okay, last time you saw Nightmare, she managed to tell you to tell her what you're really afraid of. I met Nightmare Supreme Goth Lord and Purveyor of Horrible Visions. Okay, I don't think that there's a hint as to how to get Nightmare to come back. I'd like to know. Okay, time to go back to Candelabra. Mexicans make the world a better place with tacos. Yeah, they gave the world tacos, as far as I know. And so that means that they're great. I mean, sure. Do they own tacos? No. But they do.
Wishing for me to dig through your data decks once more in search of Silverline's scandal?
Sure. Yeah, sure. I'll show you what I've been up to.
Let's see what we've got in the books for you, player.
Okay.
Just look at the list of scandals.
What's all the
order, of course.
Okay, go ahead.
Put yourself into the vacuum's bag.
Ah, the vacuum's bag!
Pal. The relationship between you and the couch
has gone from merely resting together to becoming something more. Oh, why is he listing all my scandals? Oh, I hate thinking about Wall. Wall. That's it? Oh, I should have saved before talking to Scandelabra, because what's the deal? I haven't... Maggie! Oh, what? It's probably already saved. Like, if I load again, it'll be for this minute. Yeah, it'll probably just give me... Ah! 2 hearts! Oh, boy! You're saying Spanish words. Ahora ve a comprar tacos con el esposo. I understood the first word. But I don't know what you said. Oh no. Why you clip me? Why you clip me? Oh! Oh! Tacos are clipped? Okay, what am I doing? Okay. Oh, wait. It looks like I have my hearts back, so that's good. I think I might talk to Maggie first. I'll save again. Oh wait, no, I don't have my... I don't... I do want to talk to Maggie, though. This is so sad. Really frustrating. That I wasted a whole heart on that really lame conversation. Okay, so if I save... and talk to Maggie... If my conversation with Maggie is a waste of time, then I'm going to reset. She's near the piano, right? Okay.
I'll meet you at location 1,
No!
otherwise known as the dining room table.
Okay, but I already spoke to Scandelabra. Dining room table. I don't know what to do anymore with Maggie. It's really frustrating. Maggie. Where are you? Where's Maggie? Okay. I'm never party with Maggie. Have a steamy encounter. We'll get there. Maggie said she would meet you at location 1 after you and Stepford agreed to help with the latest case about the fake silver. Me and Stepford. Yeah, I'm supposed to talk to Scandelabra, but... She said the dining room table. I am going to try to look this up. Maggie, date everything, counterfeit case. Maggie's investigation guide. Okay. I gotta figure this out. Okay. After picking up the rumor about the counterfeit silver, Maggie currently has 3 different people she wishes to question. Lux, Hoove, and Wallace. Here's where you find each of them. Okay. Finally, we have Stepford. He's the collection of old trophies. Yes. Make sure to interact with the objects on the shelf, not the shelf itself. Okay. And then he spills the bean. It was Scandelabra that he first heard the rumors. Afraid of allowing his own silver to tarnish, Stepford bought into the rumors. But it all started back with Scandelabra. Finally, you have more than just a lead. You may now have a perpetrator. Okay, interrogating Scandelabra. If you've met Scandelabra prior to this point, you will know he is nothing more than a rumor mill, spreading lies and seeking out secrets, all in service of his own ego. If you haven't met him, then you can find him on the table in the dining room. He's the supposedly silver Candelabra. Talk to him to get the interrogation going. Okay. Opening up your questions, Scandelabra will refuse to put on the back foot and will retort immediately with accusations and defenses. You'll be presented with a series of questions, all of which you can ask before continuing. What? Why have I not been able to trigger the interrogation? It's very upsetting, and I don't know what the deal is. You're gonna go... I mean, I have to go too. That's the truth. And I guess I will. Like, even though actually I would enjoy continuing. It's just... I have other things I need to do. So, I intended to make the stream shorter than usual, so I will do it. I will, against my own will, do it. So that I can keep up with everything else going on in my life. I appreciate you all listening to my story times too. They're I kind of went on with oversharing today, or you can see it as sharing or not sharing. Well, what is oversharing but just sharing anyway? It's only oversharing if people feel awkward about it, right? Or if it comes back to bite me, like Scandelabra telling scandals. Sweet stream, keep it cool. Thank you! I will hopefully see you on Friday. I will be back next time. Okay. Bye, everyone. Bye. Bye, Cosmico. Bye, Granddaddy. Bye, Windwalker. Anyone else who may be here or watching this later.